And that's, of course, why all the factories in Brooklyn, disappeared, right? Because
Exactly.
their proximity to the port was no longer relevant.
That's exactly right. And the same thing happened in Liverpool and a whole range of other manufacturing hubs that were tied to the port. Absolutely. But then we had, further effects, which was essentially that manufacturing got unbundled because when transportation became reliable, you no longer needed to work only with suppliers who were co-located and located close by. You no longer needed to manufacture everything in-house. So component-based manufacturing came up. And what that then led to was competition, not at the level of the end-to-end integrated product, but competition at the level of components, which then improved component performance, which then in turn improved product innovation as a whole. So the amount of productivity that was unlocked was way beyond what happened at the port. And eventually, globalization and the rise of global supply chains that we see all happened because of these effects of the container. So that's the reason I really like the example of how the container had second and third order effects far beyond the port. And I'll pause there before we get into Walmart and barcode. But that's really why the idea of the container and its effects is so important to our understanding of AI.
Yeah, and look, the way in which I teach this story and the Walmart story is all about, right, standardized interfaces, right? And there being a consensus that emerges. And, sometimes the consensus is top down, sometimes it's bottom up. But, in order to have this unbundling and this interoperability, you need to have some consensus. And I think part of your point is that these new AI tools actually allow for coordination in the of consensus.